What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, Duel commentary, and a matchup of crazy card sleeves and avatars. I don't know what's going on. We have Tardy 1684, but not Tardy like Tardiorc, a different type of Tardy like Pop-Tarts, versus Ooh 1633, and it looks like dolls are getting everything they want right now. To backtrack, I believe he summoned Construct during his first turn, sent Falco to the graveyard, tributed for Beast, has a Shaddolls fusion, I believe it's the original one, in his hand somewhere. He just resolved Beast. I believe he gave up Hedgehog. I did not see what he searched. So, and this is Construct off the Falco that he sent from the Construct to begin with. So basically you have Construct and Falco just like juggling each other, and that was all done during Tardy's first turn. Well, not the flip summons and the resolution of their effects, but the setting anyways. During Oo's first turn, he just summoned Senju. That was met with Effect Veiler, and he just didn't have a play, so it was like, fuck it. Now, I'm not sure what Tardy's gonna do. It's pretty much a guarantee Senju's gonna die. Like, you don't even need to look at this Senju as on the field. It's dead. He can simply attack over it with Beast. I always get those. Sometimes I call Beast Dragon because it looks like a fucking dragon. He should take 800 from that. He should take 600 from the Falco. That's 1400, which is ironically the same attack as the Manju. So the number 14 getting it in. He could be trying to think about if he wants to try and go for game here. It's not going to be the easiest thing, but he does have Shaddolls fusion, and keep in mind he does have a light monster in his own construct, so he could clearly give up his construct in whatever he just searched from this Shaddolls Hedgehog. The problem is, I mean, I guess you could summon another construct. The only thing you could really do from construct is, I guess you could dump like Squamata, and I don't know, it would involve you having L. Like, there's no, if you're not going to game your opponent, like, I don't think there's not enough advantage to be made by doing this play. If you're not going to game them, there's no reason of really fusing right here, in my opinion. Unless you're going to go for Shikanaga. Like, that might be the only one that would make it worth it. Like, yeah, I might give up Construct and like a Cerberus in my hand to like make Shikanaga, because I could hypothetically just get this back. So it looks like he's going for raw damage. Okay, 400, 22 and 6. All right. I don't think I like that, to be honest. Like, I don't feel, unless, okay, nah, I just don't like it. The reason I say I don't like this is, I don't think this, like, what does this Squamata do now? Okay, you got damage in, you got your opponent, yeah, it's already, of course you're regretting it, because it was a bad play. He's going to L. The problem is, alright, if you dump Squamata, what can you send? You've already used Falco and Beast this turn, and Hedgehog. You can't do Dragon because he has no back row. So now you're not getting pluses. Like I said, if you weren't going to kill him, there was no reason to put any other monster on the board. So I guess he wants to get Nephe. Oh, okay, alright, you know what, check that. If he's gonna make Anoyatyllis, then that changes things. Cause Anoyatyllis gets it the fuck in. I totally forgot that Anoyatyllis was like a card. If you're gonna Anoyatyllis against Nekroz, then yeah, alright. Then it's worth giving advantage up to like make Anoyatyllis. So he's giving up Falco. Because I was thinking like, if not, then why not just shit like L during your turn and just reset your Falco. So he's getting core back. But see, I didn't know that he played Nephe and all that good stuff. I wonder if Nephe's price has gone up. I guess not, really. Oh my god, and he goes full YOLO. He's saying, hey dog, even if you kill this, I'm not going to let you Trishula me because I don't have a hand. Okay. I really hope that Ooh has like Book of Moon or Eclipse or Dark Hole or something. If not, I mean, you can't really Valkyries because you don't have a graveyard. Oh, I guess if you're playing trade-in, that's irrelevant, right? You just trade in for more cards. Maybe he'll draw the Dark Hole or whatever. Oh no, we do not want this. I'm uploading 3 duels at one time, so that like might happen again. Okay, well, you saw it here first, guys. Anoyatyllis, apparently, like, it is what we thought it was. He summoned Anoyatyllis and it just scooped. Like, it's the floodgate monster that it was hyped to be. At least in this matchup, anyway. Like, that Anoyatyllis right there was essentially the same thing as a Vanity's Emptiness or a Vanity's Fiend. You could have fucking 10 spells in your hand, you can't use them. So, that was interesting. But yeah, I didn't feel like there was a point of him going into Construct because there was no more advantage with your shadow effects to be made. The only one you could still use was Dragon. You could use Squamata, but I didn't foresee him going into Anoyatyllis. I totally forgot about that card. Just complete brain fart. And that's why I said, all right, if you're going into Anoyatyllis, then it's worth giving up the advantage. You know what I mean? Like, it's worth giving up your Falcos and whatnot. You know what I mean? Because clearly he had to give up Falco's effect, but it's like, if you're going to make a card that auto wins this matchup or that puts an immense pressure on your opponent, then I'm down with it. You know what I mean? And I guess this is Shaddolls, which I would not have predicted because in game 1, he didn't show us any Star Seraph. So why would we even assume it's Shaddolls? For all we knew, it could have been Baby Dragon Shaddolls. Ooh opens up with Preparation of Rites. Must not have a good hand. Usually I would think you'd want to get one of your ritual spells back. But I guess if you have no way of getting to your Unicorn, like no Brio, then fuck it. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Opens with Kaleido Mirror. Okay. It's interesting just to see the continual plummet of Star Seraph Scepter and the continual, like, stability of Star Seraph Sovereignty. Just one card, I mean, they both kind of started out at like $14 and one card just tanked where it's $3 a pop now and the other one's sitting pretty still at $20. Well, I guess you could say anywhere between 18 to 20, but I mean, just in general, like, that card rose in price and just never dropped because it's a short print apparently, and Scepter just kept going down. I mean, it went to like $8 and I'm kind of surprised it's only a $3 card now. Kind of shows you that honestly nothing from World Superstars is worth anything, to be honest. Okay, so I'm gonna say Valkyris. Yep, that makes the most sense. I'm gonna say maybe you search Trishula. You attack, launch both dudes, and then try and Trish your opponent? No, because he won't have a field. Yeah, I'm not really sure how you Trish him, because if you kill his monster, he doesn't have a field. And if you don't kill it, he doesn't have a graveyard. So, I don't really know what the point of getting Trish there was. Unless you feel like you were going to target his dude. Maybe you try and give up the Trish. The most important card here, I think, is Unicorn, to be honest. Unless he just opens up with, like, if he has a play involving, like, double chairs or something, then you about to get wrecked, son. I mean, that's highly possible. Never know with never know with Shaddolls. So the question, I think you have to use Valk's effect. Like, you didn't just summon it to look pretty in its red robe and shit. Like, I think you pretty much have to use Valk's effect. Even if you're just giving up the Valk by itself. Otherwise, why'd you even summon it? If Shaddolls can play around Unicorn, they damn sure can kill a Valkyris. Construct kills everything in the Nekros deck except Colossalus and Unicorn. So it kills all the high level ones, basically. That's why I would try and get advantage while I can. Especially if you don't give up the Valk and your opponent rips like a Regeki, you wasted an opportunity to get a free card. Or free cards. Same thing can be said with Dark Hole. Same thing if he gets like another Scepter. Clearly he'll just go into like Ouroboros or some shit. Actually, nah, he'd go into Deltaros. He'd make Deltaros. He'd draw 2 cards. He'd try and swing over this. If he was successful, he'd blow this up for free. And you'd be thinking, well, damn, I could have just launched it and got a card. He could be thinking, what do I do here? I mean, I guess he could use Trishula to protect the Valk, but that's not a good play. So he's just going to launch the Valk and the Djinn. Alright. I don't know why that took so long. Like, even if you weren't going to give up the Valk, like, the Djinn should have been obvious. Why would you want that terrible card in your hand? Unless you plan on using... Nah, just there's no reason. Like, why would you ever want why would you ever want Jin in your hand? It's a terrible card to draw, honestly. You can use it from the graveyard anyway, so I would never want that card in my hands. Now the question is, does he have a way of getting around? Oh, that answers that question. See, that's exactly why you shouldn't have thought about you shouldn't even contemplated just keeping the Valk. So I guess he's going to give up the chair for construct, and he does. The chair and Squamata. Question is, who's he sending to the graveyard? I think in this situation, me only having 3 cards, I'm probably going to go Falco Beast. Honestly, yeah, Falco Beast. Unless I have a play to get the Lilith. We saw what she did last game. Lilith was just like, oh, I win. You know what I mean? Like, she hit the field and it was a wrap. So I would probably go to that card. Now I know they changed the name into TCG. Seriously, I like the OCG name more, Anna Lilith. So he says maybe shouldn't have Regeki'd. I don't know, dude. I mean, I kind of like using Construct's effect. You can still summon Construct with Unicorn out, but I mean, I like using the effect so that I can get Falco and Beast. Like, if you're just getting one or the other, it's not that potent of a play. But if you get both of them, it's a great play, because even if your opponent kills Construct, which is kind of difficult in itself, like, you Trishula Construct, whatever, you still have to attack over the Falco, which can get me a Beast. You still have to... I still get a draw from Beast. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's way more potent of a play. So it looks like he's going to add Beast with Hedgehog. And he's going to dump... Looks like he's going to dump Nephe Fusion with Construct. This is looking like he's trying to set up for Anna Lilith play. Because, I mean, I think he can tribute for Beast. Yeah, I think he's going to try and set up for an Anna Lilith play here. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, this doesn't make sense if it's not Lilith. Yeah, now he can... Oh, wow. Giving up the Falco. This game... Shwoo, that was... I'm not going to lie, guys. That was a swaglicious play. He'll still get the draw card and summon the Falco. Wow. That was a great play, and he didn't even have to, like, waste any time. He still gets the 4 cards, and he has a monster that is potentially game-breaking against Nekros. Puts it in defense mode, probably for fear of Ice and Fire Hand. And then he probably knows, you know what, if I can keep this... Oh my goodness, has the mistake as well. Just to shut down the Manju and Sanju plays, as well as his opponent being able to use his spells. Oh, looks like he has the Regeki though. That is terrible. Falco will flip itself, and he'll be able to get a Shadow card. I think he has 2 in there, right? He has the Nephe Fusion, and then he has, obviously, the regular. Probably getting Nephe so that if Falco somehow doesn't die, he could still potentially get to another one. Oh my goodness, he's going to call up the Haunted Lilith. And he will not be able to resolve that, he won't be able to resolve the Collider Mirror. He cannot summon. Wow. My goodness, this Shadow player, he knows his shit. Clearly summoning the Anna Lilith, shutting down the Collider Mirror. The only way I think he can stop this is if with a Book of Eclipse or a Book of Moon. That would be Chainlink 3. Actually, no, it doesn't. I'm sorry. It wouldn't. Chainlink, this combo, like, she won't hit the field until the chain resolves. So, even if you had Book of Moon, she's not on the field for you to book. When you activate Call, she just, the first thing just targets. In fact, if you read this, activate this card by targeting a monster in the grave. That's all that activates with Call in the middle of a chain. And clearly, looks like the game's over, man. Not only did you not kill the Falco with the Regeki, which means he technically literally could drop a second Anna Lilith right now if he wanted to. I mean, I don't think he would. I'm pretty sure that it was going to get gamed here. I think he's going to go into Construct. I think he's going to dump Hedgehog, and I think he's going to get a random beater. Like, he'll just fucking get Dragon out of his deck or some shit like that. Yeah, he's going to get gamed here. Unless he can Valk. If he can Valk, then that changes things. I think he does have Valk, actually. Oh, okay. He's going for Shadow Core. So he'll draw a card from the beast, and then he'll add Nephe Fusion right back. Alright, so he burns the Valk. Because essentially, if he didn't have the Valk, actually, I'm dumb. These two alone are game. He didn't even need the random dragon. Oh my goodness. Capital G math fail. These two right here are 5,200 exact. No, 28. 20, yeah, that's 5,500. So, he already had game on board with just these two. For some reason, I was like, all right, he's going to send Hedgehog to the graveyard. He'll get like a random dragon as a beater, but, he didn't even need it. And you see that he had Call of the Haunted, a Nephe Fusion, and a Mind Control as even more cards to just kill his opponent. So even if somehow he was able to kill Nephe, Anoyatyllis, if he was somehow able to kill her a second time, you see that he had Call of the Haunted to just bring her back. And now I'm looking at Call of the Haunted in Dolls, and I'm like, okay, this card completely changes things now, because I'm looking at Call of the Haunted in this deck, and I'm like, all right, well, Call of the Haunted on a Scepter is clearly like a broken play, because you get a chair, and if you have your first chair, then you go nuts with double chair into a Deltaros and just fuck your opponent up. And if you Call of the Haunted Construct, she triggers. And if you're playing against Nekros, Anoyatyllis is clearly a game-winning card, and if they kill it, you just Call the Haunted it back and win that way. So, I don't know, man. This deck is looking like it can be, it's looking like it can go punch for punch with Nekros now. Just being able to go into this card and win duels because of it seems like it changes everything, because you're not completely dependent on having mistake or losing. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, as always.